Hello, my name is Miss Hugo. I am a 7th grade math teacher here at IS 34. In today's lesson, you will see students working on an introduction to probability. They will be looking at success criteria and seeing what they will be responsible for in this lesson. Students are going to reflect on their pretest to determine their entry point into the lesson. Throughout the lesson, you will see me pull a small group. This small group has been predetermined based on their pretest. I looked for some common misconceptions that students can have discussions about. And I'm going to come around and put some purple blocks on your desk. So if you have a purple block, I just want you to come to the front of the room. For question number 1. So any work that you had, I want that to be on your whiteboard. So when you guys talk, it's easy to see each other's work and see misconceptions and things like that. Okay, so basically you guys are going to be in charge of this conversation. We've done this before, you know how to do this. So you're going to look at your 3 prompts, okay? And then you could go through them in order, or you can pick one and go back to it, whatever you guys want, but there's going to be a discussion between you. So once you guys are finished writing, okay, you're going to look at that prompt card, and that's what you guys are going to be talking about.
I got it right, the question right, but I just forgot to simplify. So I just simplified now. And the final answer when I got on my pretest was 20 over 50. So it's simplified to 40%.
I got the question wrong, and I know what my mistake was. I was supposed to, right here I did 100 divided by 2. So it was supposed to be, instead of 20 over 100, it was supposed to be 20 over 50, and which would simplify to 40, well, would be equal to 40 over 100, which is equal to 40%. But I put that over 100.
I wrote my answer, I got this one wrong, but I wrote my answer as 2%, so I wrote 30% for blue and 10% for yellow. But I'm pretty sure I had to add them both and express the answer as a fraction.
I got the same mistake as Sonia. I got 30% and 10%, and I think we have to add them up.
I got 30 and 10, and then I added them to get 40%, but then I subtracted that from 100% to get 60%.
What I did was I put it in a fraction, but I forgot to do the yellow, so I had 15 over 40.
Another question on the sheet is, how does this lesson align to the success criteria? What connections can I make to my prior knowledge?
From our prior knowledge, we knew the proportion was one of the steps we needed to figure out to solve it, but it didn't really make any sense to use it in this problem.
I think this aligns to the success criteria, the first one and the third one, because the question is a real life situation, and we have to determine the probability of you finding a blue and a yellow ring in the cereal box. But I think it could also go with the first box, because you had to determine the probability as a ratio or a fraction, which I did a percent, so it had to be in fraction or ratio form.
And the last question on the sheet is, how will I know I am successful in this lesson? Well, I'll know I'm successful in this lesson when we further do questions similar to this topic, and we're getting multiple questions right. As of right now, none of us have probably mastered it yet, because we've only done one problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, because to master it, we need to be able to answer every single question. And if I got another question like that, I don't know if I'd be able to fully answer it correctly, because I'm still confused on what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yes.
I agree with you too, but I'd like to add on, to be successful in this lesson, I think you should follow the success criteria, because it's basically telling you what you should do in order to be successful.
And the last thing on it's not actually a question, but it says, does anybody have questions I still have about this topic?
A question I have is why can't it be expressed in a percent, or why is?
I think it can be.
It can be?
Because Chris, I don't know exactly how Chris did it, but I know he got it right, and he ended up getting 20 over 50, and then if he wanted to simplify it, he could have brought it to 40%.
I guess 'cause he didn't add it.
But we didn't have the correct percent.
So that means Julia would have gotten it right if she subtracted it from 100?
Yeah, because I think since there were 50, it says 50 total rings, and the blue had 15 rings and the yellow had 5.
Yeah, so if you would
So
add
add
them
that, it
up.
would be 20 over 50.
Yeah, and you do put the
so that
part
was-
over the whole, and then you just use the divide that.
So you added the 2, I get it.
So,
And
and,
that's why you could have added the percents together.
and if you wanted to keep it as a percent, you could simplify it to 2/5.